Hi there, it's Lori, aka Lori Has Hope, and this is Friday, September 28th, 2018. And I am here with a little update or something. I know I haven't been around for a long time, and I'm really sorry. I have been going through a lot of stuff. Um, Mainly anxiety related, and it's the worst anxiety I've ever dealt with in my life. Um, I've had anxiety and depression issues for several years, but nothing like I've had in the last 3 months. I After I fell in June, it seemed like everything changed, and I know that, but um, I don't have the life I used to have, and I don't understand it because I fell, but I didn't fall that hard and I didn't really have any injuries that I know of. Well, I, well, from what the podiatrist told me, I probably broke my little toe and the toe next to it once I finally went and got it checked. And he looked at it. He said there was another bone in my foot that wasn't working as it should. And I don't remember, but I don't think he said that happened in my fall. But anyway, he gave me a prescription to get a fancy boot brace thing to wear on my left foot. And he said he thought my insurance would cover it, but if it doesn't, then it would be $1,500. And I'll be honest, I haven't even checked on it or made the appointment to go get measured or any of that. And I know I should, because, but it's just, like I said, my life is just totally different than what it used to be. And I don't understand myself what's going on. I don't want to do anything. I mean, there were times before when I just wanted to stay home, but this is even worse. And I come unglued at the least little thing. I mean, I basically go into a panic mode if anything moves. I mean, it doesn't have to be a bug, but a bug will really do it. Um, Not that I have a whole lot of bugs in this place, thank goodness. But I mean, a curtain can move. Well, not that I have curtains, but if anything like, that's even the shower curtain, if it kind of got the air conditioner moving it, it's like, hey, somebody's in there. And I know there isn't, but it's just I'm in this panic uh, mode all the time. And I can't get my body to relax. And I have a hard time trying to explain what that feels like. It's like my whole body is just tensed up. And half the time, my shoulders are like way up here, like this. And I don't know why they're doing that. And right now, I don't know exactly why they're not doing that. So, I mean, I don't understand. And
You've got me.
thank you. I will catch my mail later. Um, Anyhow, as you know, I still don't know where to look in this camera. So I may be looking at myself part of the time and I may be looking at you part of the time. So I guess we'll both get to look at me or whatever. I know I'm about as funny as a sore butt, but I just kind of wanted to, let kind of fill people in. I mean, I know there's probably a couple people out there that still care about me, and I kind of dropped off the face of the planet. And I'd like to get back into posting. I think that might be good for me, to have something to do, something to look forward to. And hopefully, I'll get some nice comments and I can come in and answer those and, then do an update. I don't know that it would be every day because I mean, I really don't have a lot to say. Pretty much same stuff, different day. Um, I'll be honest. I mean, and I know it's excuses. But going through all of this, I did gain about 40 pounds of what I lost back. I'm not happy about it, but I'm not going to say that I don't know what happened. I just ate because I thought I could. I mean, I was eating my emotions, I guess is what it is. I was feeding my emotions, whatever you want to say. Um, it's not something I'm proud of, but I did it, and there's no one to blame except myself. I am the only one who can change that. And I know I need to change my life. No, wrong. I need to change my mind to change my life again. Right, Rob? I hope you're still out there, Rob. I tried to find you for the last few days and I can't find your YouTube account. So I don't know if you changed your name on it or what happened, but I'm not able to find you. And I just hope you're okay. You're someone I really care about. And I guess I'm going to have to text you to find out. Um, but yeah, it's really, it's been awful. I'll be honest. I don't want to be this way. And I don't want to be homebound. And I'll be honest, I haven't been anywhere since August 23rd. That's when I went to the podiatrist. And I really wasn't happy with how he acted. And I, and this is really petty, but like I said, I get irritated pretty easy nowadays, and it kind of set me off, even though it's a little thing. I kind of thought he might cut my toenails when I was in there because my last podiatrist used to cut them for me, and I know that a lot of podiatrists cut older people's toenails because it's, just easier to have them cut by someone else. And anyway, he told me that my insurance did not cover having my toenails cut, so he didn't do it. I mean, he looked at my foot. The one foot had a callus that had kind of gone crazy on it. That was the main reason I went in there. I mean, it had been hurting for, I think pretty much since right after I fell. And I don't know how I could have got a callus from falling, but anyway. And apparently it had kind of grown inside my foot or something, that it was so painful. And so anyway, he's looking at my foot and he says, yeah, I see what's going on. And he just gets out a little scalpel thing and just digs it right out with no anesthetic or anything to numb the pain. I mean, dug it out, about put me through the dang ceiling. I mean, aren't they supposed to use something to numb it? I mean, I don't think he liked me, and I don't really think I'm ever going back to see him. I'll get another podiatrist. But yeah, that wasn't a pleasant experience. And as I said, I still haven't checked on the boot brace thing for my left foot. But basically, both of my feet are messed up. And I know I need to follow through with that, but I think I'd like to get another opinion from a podiatrist that might care about helping me, someone that might actually like me a little bit, but because I don't think this podiatrist liked me at all. And I mean, he wasn't really rude, but he wasn't very nice when he said he wasn't going to cut my toenails because it wasn't covered by insurance. He didn't bother to ask me if I would, pay for it myself, a self-pay. How much can it be to cut your toenails? $50? I don't know. But yeah, well, anyway, I ended up cutting my own dang toenails, so it wasn't easy, but I did it because not only am I messed up, anxiety-wise and things are going crazy, but I've been very dizzy and off balance. Thank you. Now be quiet. My little polite guy's always telling me about my mail. Ever since I had that callus thing show up after I fell, well, actually, probably about a week later, I started to where I couldn't stand up without holding on to something, or holding on to my walker, holding on to the counter, holding, anywhere, a wall. But I couldn't just stand up on my own, which I used to be able to do, bad knees and all. I still was able to stand up. And nope, that doesn't happen anymore. And so I hang on all the time. And I know part of that, my anxiety is probably has a lot to do with not being able to stay balanced. I'm off balance up here and in my body. It's that's another very uncomfortable thing. I don't know what happened to me. It was like everything just went crazy on me health wise at the same time after I fell. And I still don't know why I fell. I mean, it's crazy. I was just fixing my lunch, and all of a sudden, here I am in slow motion heading for the floor. It was crazy. And I thought I was okay. I mean, I wasn't able to get myself back up because I don't have enough strength in my arms, and with my knees the way they are, I couldn't push up with my legs. So, and as I said, I did say this in my other video where I told about my fall, that I had to call 911. Not something I was happy to do, but I'm glad they are there to help if you really need them, and I did. I mean, they weren't here very long, but they were here long enough to ask me if I needed to go to the hospital, and they took my vitals, and everything seemed to be okay. And so they said, "Is there anything else we can do? You're sure you don't want us to take you to the hospital?" And I said, "Oh, I think I'm fine." And they left. And then after that, like I said, a week or so later, everything just started going to pieces on me. I mean, I the balance issue started where I couldn't stand without holding on. It's still the same way. I've tried everything I could think of. I've gone through audiology, what do they call it? Anyway, it was testing for like a 2 hour, um, can't think of the word. Oh, that bugs me when I can't think of the evaluation, I think is what it is. And it bothers me when I can't think of those words. But anyway, the audiologist did a 2 hour evaluation on me. I mean, about an hour of it was all hearing tests. My hearing was great. He said it was perfect. And then he did some vision tests. And let's see, what else did he do? I don't know. He did a bunch of stuff, but he had my eyes going back and forth with that light that he put on a little piece on the wall or something, and he'd just say, "Follow it with your eyes and not with your head." And I'd follow it for a while, and then once in a while my head would move, and I said, "Oops," and he said, "No, no, oops." He was really nice. I liked him. He was very, very nice to me. And anyway, when we got done, he just said, "There's nothing wrong with your hearing. There's nothing that's like an inner ear infection that's causing your balance problem." And he wanted me to go to PT for balance. And he said they would be checking my feet because he said there's some things in your feet, I guess, that can cause balance problems. So that kind of leads me to why I went to the podiatrist, because I thought before I start and go through all this PT and everything, I'll go get my feet checked. And I did ask the podiatrist if anything in my feet could be throwing my balance off. And he said that the one foot that has the main, I don't know what it is. I can't think of what it's called. But anyway, there's something in there that's not working like it should for my foot to be level or whatever. But anyway, he said that could be throwing my balance off. And he said if you get the brace, he said it could help. He wouldn't promise it would help, but he said it could help, and he said it wouldn't hurt. So I still need to follow through that. I haven't followed through with anything because I just haven't cared. I mean, it's awful. I don't want to be this way, but I don't seem to have the ambition or the want to want to help myself. And that's why I'm on here. I'm trying to use this kind of like my online counseling to talk about what's bothering me. And maybe the more I talk about it, I'll be able to talk myself into getting myself out and, getting myself fixed up so I'm somewhat back to whatever is normal for me. Because, as I said, I don't want to be this way. And I don't like it when I don't follow through with things and just put things off. Oh, I'll check on it tomorrow. I'll check on it tomorrow. Tomorrow just keeps getting farther away. And that's not helping me. I want to feel good for Christmas. And I got to get the lead out and get going, because I've just been sitting idle too long. And I mean, I do certain things around my apartment. Since I'm being negative, I might as well go on about that. I'm still not happy with this apartment. And I should have been just thrilled to pieces with this place because it was brand new when I moved in, as y'all know. But I haven't been happy since I lived here. I still don't feel like, even now, 3 years later since I moved in, that I feel at home. I've never felt at home here. And a lot of it is because of my neighbors down the hall that make all that noise, and then there's some other new kids in the building that make noise. And I mean, these kids are not only out there in the daytime, they're out there after midnight, or close to midnight, and I don't know why their parents are letting them out in the hall screaming at that time of night. It's enough to make anyone crazy. No one should have to deal with that. And I've told the managers that these people are always making noise, and it's not really the parents that are making noise, but the kids are making noise, and it's the parents' fault. They're doing it. They're not correcting them. And that makes me angry. Oh, I get really angry. I mean, I open that door sometimes and I just tell them to shut up. And I know that doesn't sound like me because I'm not a mean person, but you push my buttons too much, you're going to hear exactly how I feel. And I don't like being this mean, irritable person. And I need to snap out of this. And so I'm hoping that by making this video, it is going to help. And I hope that those who watch it will understand that I'm not just doing a poor, pitiful me thing. This is my therapy. I don't know, there's been times I just feel like I'm losing my mind, and it's an awful feeling. Horrible. And I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy if I had a worst enemy. Ever. Anyway, with that, I've talked for almost 18 minutes. I think I'm pretty much done for this time. If you've watched this far, I really appreciate it. And I do hope that everyone is doing good and you're happy and you're healthy. I pray for you all the time to be happy and healthy. And I don't just say that. If I say that, I mean it. I am praying every day. That's one thing I'll never lose, is my faith. And I know the Lord's working on me. And that's what keeps me hanging on to my hope and a little bit of my positive attitude, my PMA. I haven't totally lost it, but I'm trying to get it back. And it'll come. It's just, going to take a little while. So anyway, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to holler out like that. I think that's part of this mess that's going on. But anyway, I am going to wish you all a wonderful day. Enjoy yourselves, whatever you may be doing. Be safe. And remember to keep smiling and keep a PMA. It really does help to keep a positive mental attitude. And yes, I'm talking to me too. And remember, there is always hope. You may think you hit rock bottom, but there's always hope. I know that. And I'm sorry for being a big baby. And I love you guys. And I miss you. And I hope to hear from some of you soon. So take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.